What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into some more Anno 1800. Alright, so we're over here on Pinzen for just a moment. I want to just kind of show a couple of things real fast. I did increase the amount of schnapps distilleries that we have over here. And I've also added in a local department. I slapped him down all willy-nilly. It gave us a +1 slot for trade unions. This, of course, is also increasing the productivity of these buildings by an additional 12% on top of that already. So this right here is going to be pretty good. Mostly it's going to get a ferrous cerami in it. Not right now. I don't really need the extra ethanol, but it will be useful for when I need that. So going to be pretty handy. Same thing down here. I'm going to be able to slot in another orchard book to get more resin as I need that. I did put down some potato farms. I decided to go ahead and do that. I did not trade union them up. I just gave them tractors and increased productivity by 50% on them. That's all I decided to do with those just for the time being. We take a look right here under our production. I need 86 tons of potatoes per minute. Those few potato farms are giving me, about half-ish that, giving me 47 tons per minute, leaving me a deficit of 40. And so I am importing that from Docklands, of course. I switched over everything to just use all the excess rum. So we're just using all that rum right there to import the grain and the potatoes that I have to have for him. And he's about to leave. For all of the schnapps, to get rid of all that, I have 2 cargo ships picking up all the schnapps. I had one on there and it was working for a minute, but as soon as I added in 4 more schnapps distilleries and boosted their workforce a little bit, boosted their productivity a little bit more, yeah, I had to have 2. It got a little out of hand really quickly. So we've got that. It's still just barely keeping up with it, but it is for the time being. I might have to add another cargo ship later. It's so much schnapps being produced, but as long as this does not cap out, then I'm okay. As long as it doesn't cap, well, I mean, I don't really want it to cap out because I've got a ton of ethanol. Holy crap, I've got so much ethanol. My God. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing pretty good for right now. That'll change, of course, as usual. But anyways, back over here on Crown Falls, we are ready to get to a few new things right here. Also, I might need to build some more cargo ships. I think I'm running low on spare ships. Anyways, over here on Crown Falls, I've done a little bit of work just right here. Upgrade. I'd mostly just get these guys upgraded into some skyscrapers. This is not staying. Trust me. This thing, I originally wanted it turned long ways, but I had to take out like all these roads, and it messed up the electricity. The electricity wouldn't get over here. It was just a mess, and I just was like, you know what, this ain't worth it. So I slapped him in there just for right now, just something to look at instead of a big blank space, because I don't exactly know how I want to decorate that big square right now. So I just gonna leave it. But of course, there were some buildings right there. There was 2 4x4 housing blocks there that I took out. And I took out the fountains that were in the back, and I scooted the Skyline Tower back a little bit. So yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of love right here. But from there, we are ready to kind of get into some of the other stuff. This pub is no longer required. You can go away. This, however, is required. Get him going that way, get some roads coming up this way. I may just leave guy right here. No, he can't stay there. That fountain is there. Okay, fine. You're gonna, oops, sorry back up there. You, it's not like if you try to drag double like that. Okay, now we can do that. There we go. Get that dragged back over there. You are my Elise the nose. You can get out of my way and just come over there for right now. Get these roads kind of dragged off this way. Getting ready to do some expansion of the city that I've been wanting to do for just a little while. I think I'm gonna leave this. Kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling it. Just a couple of random houses in there. Just kind of start seeing how this is going to look and lay out. But yeah, we are ready also now for more the tier 4 skyscrapers. So I don't think I want all of those. I don't really think I want all those. I just want them like right around in this general area. So there's more tier 3s. There's tier 4s. That's tier 3. Yeah, that's tier 3. So I've got one here. Upgrade a few of those to tier 4. Like I said, I don't want to upgrade a lot of them just because I don't like the way it looks. Now, these are tier 2. Now, those could go up to tier 3. Upgrade a majority of these to tier 3. Like that. Okay. So we got a bit more of a skyline going on here. A little bit more of a skyline going on. Okay, so the typewriters need access to a furniture store in order to function. That's a drugstore. They have the furniture store. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. No, they need access to typewriters is what they needed access to. Typewriters. So let's just use... Okay, yeah, it's time for some more... A few more ships. Go come over here and grab a few things. I've done a little bit of purchasing. I could have some stuff that I wanted. So, time to start picking up typewriters. And you go under Crown Falls support. I do have to remember that I am using those typewriters. I'm not using many, though, but I am using some. And the problem is going to come in that you cannot do minimum stock because this and trade routes both use the minimum stock feature. Now, I will cap out on typewriters because I'm overproducing so many. So it might not be an issue right now. It's going to take them a little while to fill this up, but to fill up Crown Falls, basically. And until then, I'm going to be running out of these. So it might be a good idea, just for right now, to swap these over to something else instead of the typewriters. Might be a good idea to do that. We do have plenty of this stuff right here. If I was to do this, and much of this stuff, what I was needing, I think 300 per minute or 300 per trip. I believe that's how much I was needing. Yeah, 10. Okay. Needing 10. Did 300, 300, 300. And we get that together and I add that all up. My mic cord is really in my way right now. Plus, whoa, 37 plus 55 and 18. It's 110 divided by 30. 3.64. So, or 3.66. So 4 per minute. Can I support that? I can't support that for long. I cannot support that for very long. I can support that for just a very short period of time. Not making many. But it would be enough just for right now, because I'm capped out on a lot of this stuff right here anyway, so it's not going to take that many. So I think it'll be okay for the time being. I think it'll be okay just for right now until I fill up the... Go ahead and just do all of it. Just do all of them. Yeah, just until I get the typewriters completely filled up. And where are we at on that? Probably a long ways. Yeah, we're a long ways off from that. We're only about, a quarter of the way there. So we'll chew through those extra gramophones for right now. Not everything has to be like perfectly, balanced. You can chew through stuff for a little while and it's not going to hurt anything. All right, so we've got the typewriters in. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these handful of tier 4s. I'm going to go ahead and put them to tier 5. There we go. That is done. We got a few tier 5s. I'm not going to do many because, God, everyone knows how much I hate them. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Everyone knows how much I hate them, but I mean, decent amount of population in them. They will need access to the drugstore, which I have one. That's a shopping arcade. Here's my drugstore. My drugstore is right here. They will need access to that. Let's see. They're all tier 2s. Get those to tier 3. Get all of these to tier 3 as well. I got one that hasn't. I got some that haven't even been upgraded in here, don't I? Huh. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. Some of these upgraded. These, I believe, are all tier 1s. Yeah, these are all tier 1 skyscrapers. So let's upgrade a few of these. Trying to, like, even out the skyline, basically. Now, some of these won't be able to get upgraded because they're not within range of a town hall that is giving me the free chewing gum. So that's just kind of something I have to watch. Now, that's starting to look a little bit better in terms of the skyline. Starting to look a little bit better. It's not amazing because, again, I hate these big skinny skyscrapers. I would much rather... Also, I don't like them on the corners. I've got a weird thing about them being on corners. Just, I do not like them on corners. Swap these. Something different here, maybe. There. I hate the tier 5s. I hate the corner tier 5s. I don't know why. Like this right here, I actually can't stand. I'll probably change this. I may just move these and put some parks right there. I think that's what I'll end up doing right now. Because, yeah, I can't stand it. Can't handle it.
The fire has been vanquished.
Alright, swap you over to there. You can go there. Get you there. What blew up? Oh, one of those did. And you did. All the explosions from all the schnapps distilleries. Lord. Okay. Okay. And so now I'm just left with this group of them right here that's bothering me. Go ahead and just bring you on over there. Swap you that way. I know this is not exactly exciting, but, you know, it's one of those things that sometimes you got to do it because some skyscrapers look terribad. They look terribad when placed certain directions. And corner tier 5 skyscrapers are one of those things that just look plumb bad. Don't exactly know how I'm going to do that corner right there. That corner's a little wonky right there. For right now, we'll just put you right there. Nothing saying I have to have skyscrapers right on top of each other. Okay, that's starting to look a little bit better. I may go through later and double check that there's no weird skyscrapers in weird spots I don't like. But that's starting to look a little bit better. We've got a nice little cluster of tier 5s. Clustering tier 5s or having like one with some tier 4s around it and stepping down to tier 3s looks a bit better. It doesn't look as ugly. So I'm okay with doing that. Another Thomasina. Yes, so many of her. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, then I'll turn this into like some parks or something right here. I'll do something like that. This mess right here, the city kind of came up onto this a little more than I thought it would. So I am likely going to move our...
Curiosity decreases in proportion to...
Right. I don't know. Okay, that's another thing I'm gonna have to ponder about how, because I don't really like this line of skyscrapers. It's just this random row of skyscrapers. I may do some alterations there as well. Not sure how I'll want to do it just yet, so I'm not gonna fool with it much at the moment. I say that and then I start fooling with it. I know. Breaking it up sometimes just helps it. Just moving a few around and giving it a little separation. Like, see, none of these are going to upgrade, or I could upgrade them. You can kind of cheese it by, like, moving them within range of a town hall that has the items you want. Upgrade them, and then move them back. They'll lose access to, like, 1 or 2 things, but then they'll upgrade, and then you can use them. So, like, I can move him to here and put him there. So you can move this one there. Put that there. You do something like that. Kind of help break it up a little bit and add a little bit of height variation. They'll lose access to the chewing gum, but then these guys right here will be able to get upgraded here shortly. See? He can upgrade. So I can get him upgraded. Can't... Oh, wait, I can upgrade you. Now, don't ask me why those numbers were like that. Probably has something to do with the maximum resident thing. I adjusted that, so it changed it a little bit. Like, I don't like having those two right next to each other, so I want to move him. And then I'll upgrade that one to a tier 4. So, yeah. A lot of people always ask how to make your skyscrapers look more realistic, and it's a lot of moving. You're constantly adjusting, so I'll do a lot of adjusting of skyscrapers. Once an area of town is settled and I'm done moving it around, then I'll go back and I'll start adjusting skyscrapers to make them not look so, like, garbagey, basically. So, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. I'm relatively happy with that. It's a good start. Got some open spaces, the things I can do with. I can create some little parks or like some little outdoor cafes, stuff like that. I'll have a little bit of fun with it on how I want to make it look in the back. Do stuff like that. And then like right here, we could add in maybe... Got some fun stuff right here that I've never really used before. Like this wine stall. I could do a wine stall right there. Yeah, I could do a wine stall and then maybe surround it with some... Not that. What am I looking for? Tourists. That, and then maybe toss down one of these. There we go. See? Now we've turned a random little space that I didn't know what to do with. It didn't have to have a building. It could have a building. It could have a little 3x3 building right there. But instead, you know, we'll just add a little, like a little scene in right there. Or I could add a building in. I could put my little scene right here and make the scene a little more cozy. Make it a cozier little scene. And then right there, I can add a building. Like I just said that I didn't have to do, but here I am doing it anyways. Yeah, there we go. I like that. See? Just taking up little random spaces with stuff. It works out pretty well. I like it. I'm actually kind of okay with how this city is looking. Normally, I'm not a fan of big skyscraper cities, but, you know, I'm spending a lot more time trying to make it look nice. And so it's kind of working out pretty well. For this drugstore right here, which is kind of one of the latter things that we need, I'm thinking detergent is where I'm going to go with this. Lipstick would not be bad either. Either. Lipstick and detergent both are really good. All right, give me 1 second. I think we're going to go detergent. So let me get detergent stuff set up. I'm going to get some ethanol being brought over here and then bring in some citrus as well and then get saltpeter brought in. So give me just a half a second to get this set up. Okay, I think I've got everything ready. Let's get this trade route going right here. We'll talk about what I did in the moment. I'm gonna get a little bit of wait, citrus. What am I doing? Yeah, citrus. Citrus. So that raw materials, saltpeter, and ethanol. It is crown fall support. Get that going right there. Let me just make sure I did that right, because I don't trust myself all of a sudden. Yes, I did do it right. I did it right, guys. I did it. I am gonna move this though. I'll move him to right there. That way he covers a bit better. Yeah, he covers more of what's going to matter for that, for the gramophones and the steam carriages. So I'm going to get him up there on this one. Does he have a... God, does he even have one near... Okay, yeah, he's got that right there. Okay, good. Got that nearby. Cool. All right, so citrus we were good on from the New World. Citrus we were bringing over to this island already to Concerning, and we had enough being produced. Saltpeter was an easy one. I just decided to import that from Docklands just because saltpeter is so slow to produce. You need, it's stupid how much saltpeter you need for stuff. So we're just going to be importing that. And then, of course, I'm making an insane amount of ethanol. I did have to move a few things around right here in order for my trades and stuff to work out. This should be able to balance itself out pretty well. I'm going to have to watch the gramophones. I think that's the only part I'm going to have to watch is the gramophone situation. We are sometimes not making those because I am filling up on sewing machines rather quickly. So I have to kind of figure out how I want to handle that right there. I may have to switch the sewing machines to something else to try to chew through more of those. So, or on occasion, just come over here and like pick up a bunch of sewing machines and go dump them off. That might be something I go do. So a couple of different options right there on things I can do to keep that running. We should get that back here in just a second. We're going to reduce our gramophones and steam carriages even farther. And that's going to give him another 100 investors on his bonus population. So let's see that happen. Wherever he's at. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you had a Bruno for some reason. Yeah, get back over there. I don't even know where he's at. Maybe he already did his drop off. No, where are you? That's the biscuit guy. That's the typewriter guy. Oh, there it was. Yeah. Okay. I was like, where'd he go? Okay, yeah, he's over there picking up. So anyways, yeah. Get all that, get our detergent going, so that's going to help out for that. And what it's going to do for these level 5s, it's going to fill up now the violins and the drugstore need. There it goes. Lovely. Instant fill up for that, so even more population. So now the last thing we have to supply to our people over here is toys. That'll be the last thing I have to do. I do need to go double check real quick. Again, we're not caring about pocket watches. Still pretty good on the penny farthings. We have an oversupply of 14. I'll need to go through and check all of my Dockland stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the Dockland stuff. He'll be here in 1 minute. I want to see kind of where I get with everything. I may have to do a little shuffling around on some stuff on Docklands. But other than that, I think we're pretty good. We're still good on that. Cognac is getting a little filled up. We're going to have to deal with the cognac here soon and have another cognac workshop. But yeah, just toys now. And the toy line that scared people when they first saw it, they're like, oh my God, that's so much. And it's really not. We're already making lacquer, so I may just have to put down one more lacquer factory, bring that in. I've got plenty of celluloids. Again, that's just something I'll double check to see if I'm making enough. If not, we'll just add a couple more celluloid factories. And felt is a non-issue. So let's get a... Okay, why is that not going away? Okay, hold on. That's driving me crazy. Go away. Like, the toys won't go away. Go away, toys. Go away. All right. And you know, I stuck this one over here, but it might be a better idea to actually have it near this trade union right here. Just because of the bonus effect from that to increase it by 12% and an additional 50%. So that makes it even better. So yeah, it's actually not a bad idea to have it near this right here. Gets us even more cognac. Like how much? Is it a decent amount? Yeah, reasonable amount of extra cognac. We will have to double check stuff like this. Yeah, we're still good on the grapes. Oh yeah, I'm making grapes, by the way. Making grapes back here. My one little grape farm. Trade union up. Metal ridding producer, always a good choice. Cosmo Castelli. And then an Alexander Hancock on this back here. So yeah, I completely forgot I did that. So yeah, so there's that one. I don't think I need this school here anymore. I can move the school out of my way, actually. So there's that one. And then this one, right now. Is there a trade union nearby that I could get him within the radius of? I can't even tell. Where are my trade unions? There's one. Oh, serious? Oh, wait, it wouldn't matter anyways. It's outside the range. I was like, seriously? It's like right there. But at the same time, it's like, it's right there. Like, come on now. All right, let me find a place for this thing. Okay, here's his home. This is his home right here. Right here next to this trade union. Now, yes, there are items that affect the artisans' workshops. And I will probably have an area of town where I do have a trade union that I slot those things into. I just also thought about it. I have a steam engineer I could put in here and make a few penny farthings every so often. Won't get many because he is filling up. Yeah, it won't be a best idea. Do I have anything for an artisan workshop? Not at the moment. I'll get something though, maybe. So we already have the celluloids. I will bring in more felt. We just need the lacquer. And how is that going to be looking on the toys in terms of consumption? Wow, absolutely amazing because I don't have hardly any tier 5 skyscrapers. And I won't have many. So I'll probably be able to get away with only having like 1, maybe 2 toy factories. And I'm thinking in the same lines, maybe 3 cognac will be all I need for Crown Falls. Because I'm not going to have that much stuff that's going to be consuming. Look at that skyline and how it's developing. Oh, it's going to look so freaking amazing, guys. Oh, it's going to look so amazing. Let's get some of these to tier 3s. Just a little spot upgrading to some tier 3 and... Well, these are all tier 1, so these are just tier 2s. Yeah, we'll do a little more upgrading to kind of shift that skyline right there up into the air a little bit. Oh, man, this is going to look so good. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm getting excited. We're already at 142,000. So our population is doing really well right now. So, in the next episode, what I plan on doing is I actually have a list sitting right here in front of me of... recipes from shopping arcades. Again, the shopping arcades, you know, are these things. These are shopping arcades. I have a list of recipes that aren't going to be like things that I'm probably going to have all over the city that I only need 1 of. Okay. So that's going to be things like, my list includes things like the banker's lamp and the vanity screen. And of course, all of the final stuff from the Land of Lions, because like the lounge seating, pomade, and the briefcase, those all affect scholars, which I won't have on this island. So obviously all of those, and then anything that includes basically jewelry or pocket watches. Like the vanity screen affects both of these. I'm not supplying those luxury goods, so I don't care about that, but I need the recipe so I can get my Skyline Tower up to the maximum of plus 1,500. So I've got a list of them. It's toaster, briefcase, banker's lamp, vanity screen, lounge seating, toothpaste, and pomade. Those are, again, that's anything that affects scholars or has jewelry and or pocket watches as part of the recipe reduction on it. So what I'm planning to do with those 7 is I'm going to make a shopping mall. Okay. The next episode, we are building Walmart. Okay, we're building Walmart. I think I'm gonna do it somewhere like right up here, or maybe like right over in here somewhere. Maybe like right here. That way it does cover. I mean, even though they're not amazing, some of them do stuff like, you know, it will reduce a couple of things that are kind of useful. Like maybe one thing that's useful. Like this one does do light bulbs by 25%. That's useful. So things like that. Some of them do have a couple of like one useful thing on it. Some of them. So I do want them close by, and I want them to definitely cover the Skyline Tower. All of them. They don't have to cover the Skyline Tower. You get credit for this, whether it is within range of it or not. But I want most of them to cover the Skyline Tower just because it will reduce things that they are using on here. So I'm probably going to do like a shopping mall type thing right here where they're going to be all together in like some parks and stuff like that. I'm going to create a neat shopping area. If you live here in America, you're probably familiar with outlet malls. Outlet malls are like big collections of like lots of separate buildings surrounded by like, usually they have like really nice walking paths between them and food stands and little restaurants and stuff and big parking areas. Well, of course, we're not going to have parking areas, but you know, if you're not familiar with it, just Google outlet malls in America and you'll see they're usually like big complexes of buildings with all kinds of shops and stuff in them. They usually have parks and walking areas, things like that. So we're going to make an outlet mall over here to finish off the 7 recipes I'm not going to really care about having en masse. Things like detergents, you know, the 4-poster bed, stuff like that, I'm probably going to have several of. I'm going to have several of those recipes scattered around the city since they are very useful. Everything else, not so much. But I do need them, so we get the maximum benefit from the Skyline Tower. And get all the people in it possible. So that is a plan for the next episode, is the shopping area. And then I also want to go ahead and get the rest of our tourists going. I need to get the tourists in so I can unlock the Iron Tower. And the Iron Tower is going to go up here. I know, it's a terrible location for it. It's an absolutely horrible location for it. But I really think I want it up here. Because that's where I'm going to put the World's Fair. And I really feel like the Iron Tower needs to go with the World's Fair because it's all World's Fair exhibition models type stuff. And if I recall correctly, most of the recipes I was not a fan of. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, looking at the recipes real quick, the Brioche Royale reduces by 10% coffee, chocolate, and rum. That's okay. Okay, it's 10%. It's all right. Now, the Trifle Tower is not bad. The Trifle Tower actually is decent. 20% champagne, 10% coffee, 10% canned food. That one's pretty decent. I like that one. Lady Marmalade is 10% coffee, 20% chocolate, 10% bread. Not as handy for me. Now, the Age of Exploration is a good one, actually. 15% coffee, 15% champagne, and 15% chocolate. That one's kind of speaking to me. So I might have lied to you guys. I may end up actually putting it somewhere closer into the city. We may not put the World's Fair exhibition stuff up here. Or I could put the World's Fair itself and then put the Iron Tower somewhere else. That way I get a better... I need to load up my other save and remind myself how big that radius is around it. Because at the moment, I can't remember exactly how far that radius is. Like how far it extends out. I know it's a fairly sizable radius, but I can't remember the exact one. So I have a save where I have the Iron Tower built. Fun fact, I have not built the Iron Tower since tourist season came out in 2021. So I haven't built it since then. I don't remember. I know it's fairly large. So I want to see where it extends to. And that's going to determine where I build it. Because, yeah, the Age of Exploration is pretty good. Gas, potatoes, red peppers, and cattle, or beef rather. Yeah, that's pretty good for, you know, a 15% reduction on those 3 things. I think I might have to take that. I think I might have to. Plus, it does get +1 bonus residence, so that's going to be pretty handy for everything too. Yeah, may have to change my plans for the for this being our World's Fair area, just because of how good the Iron Tower stuff is going to be for us. So anyways, next episode is Outlet Mall. I want to get all this right here upgraded into skyscrapers as well and get that started and, you know, really catapult our population forward. I mean, 255 as opposed to like 40 just from that, you know, or even like this little guy right here has 73 as opposed to 40. And that's just a tier 1 little dude right there. So yeah, we're catapulting that population here very soon. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.